Not fun. Imagine living in a country where there are no struggles, no pain, no issues, no trauma. It sounds quite impossible, doesn't it? Well, this video will make you realize a very important lesson in your life, so stick around as I take you to one of the world's most unique places, a country that will teach us something about trauma. This country is so unique that it was never colonized by any other country in the world, and it isolated from the rest of the world for over 100 years. It's a tiny country whose name means Land of the Wool, the birthplace of the founder of one of the oldest religions in the world. It's home to 8 out of the 10 highest mountains in the world, including the one called the Forehead of the Sky. It is the oldest country in South Asia and the only country where people worship living child goddesses. Can you take a guess which country it is? Is it Maldives, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Nepal, or Bangladesh? You are correct if you answered Nepal. Nepal is so unique that it doesn't have an Independence Day, because they don't need one. As I have mentioned earlier, Nepal was never colonized. In fact, it is such a great country, it managed to have military so dedicated and skilled that they have been recruited by the British Army since the 1800s. Being a small country, you'll be surprised to know that it is actually the 7th largest peacekeeping contributor to the United Nations. It really shows how Nepal values peace. Because despite having lots of ethnic groups and religions, peace, harmony, and respect remained among the Nepalese. Not a single drop of blood has ever been shed in the country just because of these differences. Now here's some fun facts about them. It is also home to the shortest man on earth, the only country with a non-regular flag. It is the world's #1 producer of mustard seeds, which are important for our health, and if you live in Nepal, you are living in the future, because right now in Nepal, it's year 2079. And if you happen to visit Nepal, remember these. You can't use your left hand to eat because it is considered unclean, and you can't touch someone's head because it is considered the most sacred part of the human body. And most importantly, because they were isolated for decades, they were able to preserve and protect their culture. And it is beautiful. And so earlier I said that Nepal will teach us something about trauma. Truth is, countries are just like us, the people. For many, no colonization means no trauma. Because Nepal didn't experience the trauma of being colonized, it's easier for it to progress. And since it's isolated from the rest of the world for over 100 years, and they had pretty much everything their country needed, they thrived. The same goes for a person who grew up or lives in a healthy environment with not many issues. Despite being such a small country, Nepal holds many world records: highest peak, highest valley, highest and deepest lakes, deepest gorge. And it's so unique, it's been called many beautiful names like the Living Cultural Museum of the World or the Ceiling of the World. And just like Nepal, it will be easier for a person to thrive if they had no trauma to deal with. So may this video remind you to treat every person like the beautiful country of Nepal. Whether you are a parent, a friend, a partner, do not be the reason for things to get more difficult in a person's life. Let them be in an environment where they can be who they strive to be. Treat people how you want to be treated. Make every place feel like Nepal. Do not colonize people's positivity with negative comments. Your home, your school, your office, wherever you are, don't be the reason for anyone to ever experience trauma.